After a bizarre mass blackout, the town of Midwich was hit by an even more terrifying aftermath. Because of the mysterious phenomenon that had engulfed the entire town, every woman of childbearing age in town became mysteriously pregnant without exception. All the pregnant women underwent extensive medical examinations. The doctors tried to identify the baby's paternal genes and determine where these children came from, but the final test results sent chills down everyone's spine. The report showed that all the fetuses were developing completely normally. Their physical features were no different from those of ordinary humans. They were not the alien monsters everyone had imagined. But what was truly shocking was that the genetic sequences of every fetus contained only the mother's genes. There was absolutely no trace of paternal DNA. It was as if these children had simply appeared out of nowhere. After hearing the news, some of the younger mothers became frightened. But just as they arrived at the operating room and were about to sign the papers for the procedure, another terrifying supernatural phenomenon occurred. The lights in the operating room suddenly began flickering wildly. After the expectant mothers looked toward the lights, they seemed to be controlled by an invisible force. In perfect unison, they dropped the pens in their hands and expressionlessly walked out of the operating room. The staff, watching from the side, could only sigh helplessly. It turned out they were not the first group to come to the hospital. The expected mothers who had come here before had experienced the exact same thing. An unknown force had stopped them from signing the papers. At this point, the government completely gave up trying to interfere. 5 months passed, and all the women in Midwich had entered the final stage of pregnancy. They waited to give birth under strict military protection and regular medical examinations. On the surface, everything appeared calm and normal. However, Zoe began to sense that something was wrong. She decided to leave Midwich, but when she arrived at the train station, she simply could not take that final step. She clearly wanted to get on the train, but her body seemed to be firmly controlled by some unknown force. Zoe was terrified. She found Susanna and told her everything that had happened at the train station. She believed it wasn't that she didn't want to leave, but that the baby inside her wouldn't let her leave. Zoe could even clearly feel that the baby seemed to have a will of its own. It even seemed to have the ability to control its mother. But before they could figure out what was happening, all the pregnant women in town experienced signs of labor at the exact same moment. Fortunately, with the full support of the government medical team, all the babies were safely delivered. Late that night, everyone gradually left the delivery rooms. The exhausted mothers fell into a deep sleep, but the babies who had been sleeping peacefully slowly opened their eyes. Their pitch-black pupils suddenly transformed. A strange, eerie glow appeared around their brown irises. Under the quiet night sky, the ultimate nightmare of Midwich had finally awakened.